Court got a block on lock. I made about $1 million and I'm only not. And shorty got a man. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. Then I flip it, watch me do it. Bought them all on my wrist. I put them on, but they never do it.
From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I start calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 66 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So 2 plays on. Drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with the quarterback out of Texas Tech, getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's good for a Kansas.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 27 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second possession, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And it is now 21-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
first.
21-0 our score after one.
Into the first quarter with the score Saints 21, Chiefs 0.
This offense finding its legs.